Hey, what's up, boys? So, today we're going to be talking about something called self sabotage, right? First of all, what is self sabotage? Self sabotage is when you destroy your own work, for the lack of a better term, right? When you sort of, when you have something that you're doing, but when you're too good at it, you start coming up with excuses and something you start coming up with excuses and things that might happen, and it induces something called the purpose tremor. The purpose tremor basically is when I'm going to explain the purpose tremor with I'm going to explain it in an example, right? Like, let's say you have a needle here, right? Like the sewing needle, and you have a thread here, right? When you're taking this piece of thread and putting it through this needle, right? When you get here, you start fucking trembling, right? And you can't you seem like it's like you're a crackhead, right? You cannot hold something up and then put it in. It's because your hand is fucking trembling and stuff like that, right? That's what self-sabotage is in the most um plain and basic way, right? It goes into a lot it goes a lot deeper than that, but that's a simple way of explaining it. Now, I don't need to explain why self-sabotage is bad, but I'll do it anyway. Self-sabotage does not allow you to live a good life. It does not allow you to strive for things that genuinely make you happy. They do not allow you to do things that you think will be fulfilling to you, right? Because of self-sabotage, right? You think that you cannot do something, you do not deserve to do something that makes you happy, right? You do not deserve to be happy because of this, and that. I'm going to explain why self-sabotage is. I'm going to explain why self-sabotage is so dangerous. I'm going to explain why self-sabotage comes up, right? 9 times out of 10, it's something that has happened in your past, right? If you're a person who experiences this and you destroy everything you could come up with, you have low self-esteem, right? You do not believe in yourself. You do not believe that you deserve something that makes you happy and something that fulfills you, right? You do not deserve. It is because of low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is one of those things where it's tough to tackle, but it's not fucking impossible, right? So self-esteem is one of those things that takes time to tackle, but it's something that can be done, right? If you put enough time into it, you can have a feeling of, oh fuck, I deserve to get this promotion and I deserve the girl I'm with now, because in the mind of a self-saboteur, he's like, how am I getting this promotion? Why am I talking to this girl? I don't deserve her, when I don't deserve to be with her, she's so beautiful for me and stuff like that. When you start thinking like that, it's because of low self-esteem, and it's because you do not believe that you deserve the things that you have right now, right? Now, here's the actionable step. Or what do you do to actually destroy lack of self-esteem, right? How you do it is you actually start doing something called Socratic questioning, right? You start questioning every bit of rhetoric that's coming into your head. You start asking yourself, why do I think like this? Like, let's say you feel like you do not deserve a promotion. Why do you feel like you do not deserve a promotion? Because I feel like I'm unqualified, right? Why do you feel like you're unqualified, right? You you feel like you're unqualified because you have messed up a job before and you feel like you're not ready for this one. Why did you mess up that job and how did it happen? It's because I didn't log my stuff properly, or I didn't balance the ledgers or checks. I don't know, man. Stuff like that, and you got fired from your last job and now you're getting a promotion, and you feel like you do not deserve that, right? You feel like you do not deserve it. But getting to the root of that, and a lot of people would say at this point, uproot it, remove it, I'd say just let it be, because letting it be is like taking something heavy and just letting it go and fall into the water and just let it sink to the bottom, because it has no significance to you anymore, right? Because sometimes self 9 times out of 10 self-esteem issues come out of traumatic events, right? Something that really made you question yourself, right? Most of these happen when you're a kid, when someone tells you, oh, you're too ugly to get a girl, you're too this to get you're too this to get this promotion, you're too ugly, you're too this, you're too that, you start asking yourself, oh, I was a fucking you start telling I was a fucking kid back then, right? Someone said this to me. They were a kid, they they were people who just said mean things and didn't understand, you know some things were out of bounds and you couldn't say certain things, right? They didn't understand that. So you were children. Would any grown human being tell you that? No, they wouldn't, right? So you're holding on to something that happened so many years ago. So what do you do now? You let it be, and you realize I'm really nervous for nothing, right? You start realizing, oh shit, this person just said this to me, and you just start realizing, holy shit, this dude is not telling me anything, right? Like, this dude is told me this and they were a kid and I was a kid, and he just said things without the repercussions and stuff like that. The the concept behind that is, you stop listening to ghosts of the past, right? You stop listening to, oh, you never got any play when you were a kid, you never talked to any girls when you were a kid, you never had any entrepreneurial spirit when you were a kid, stuff like that. You're not like the rest of us. You're not this, you're not that, you know you start letting go, because most of the things that was said to you, I'm sure, by a human, right? And the thing I use is, the statement I use is, I am surrounded by a sea of imperfection. Whatever they pointed out to you, they have something that they do not want you to point to them for, right? It's because we're all humans. We're literally imperfect. That's how we were made, we were fucking made like that. All of us are flawed. All of us are made to be fucking imperfect. That's the point, right? But we self-improve, right? But you a question may come up. What do I listen to? You listen. What do you actually take out of that when it happened like 15, 20 years ago? If it happened 20 or 30 years ago, you stop listening to it, right? Because you can't even discern the message from that, so you just let go of it, right? Without any worry that it's gonna come up again, or something's gonna happen. You stop thinking in the way that a nervous person, or a person that as low self-esteem is thinking, because let's say you have a girl and then stuff like that starts happening, and you start thinking, oh, I don't deserve her, she's too beautiful for me, glowing piece of she's this glowing piece of gold in the sky, and I'm this speck of dirt on the ground. You stop thinking like that. That's it, right? And I hope this video helped. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace.